Good evening, everyone. Mazezoke here. It is no longer breaking news that Emir Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, the former CBN governor and the Emir of Kano, is dethroned. It is about news that after his dethronement, the Emir has been replaced by Bayero's son. This is an unbelievable development that happened within one day. A lot has happened. Emir Sanusi Lamido Sanusi is no longer an emir. Question is, why do we think he was removed? Is it that the North does not want to listen to voice of reason? My very good friend, Frederick, wrote a very instructive piece. He argues that the Emir of Kano is light years away from his people, the people he is dealing with in Kano. He is needed more at the top echelon of the government, where he can contribute more meaningfully to the development of Nigeria. Northern Nigeria is not ready for an emir like Sanusi. He is ahead of his time. Yes, we would agree. Mazezoke would also agree. Because Emir Sanusi keep hitting it where it sounds, just like a square peg in a square hole. Sanusi had this to say, if you remember. I like his response after he was removed. He said, "The throne of an emir is not permanent. Every king and leader should know this. If it was a permanent throne, I wouldn't have been the emir of Kano. Before I came, someone was emir, and before him, someone else was emir. Whenever God says your time on earth or on the throne is over, if you don't leave with your legs, people will carry your body out of the place and out of the palace. It is God that gives power, and it is God that takes power." The former Kano governor, that is late Abubakar Rimi, once said that yes, he can remove an emir, a governor can remove an emir and nothing will happen. Of course, Remi was in an interview with NTA then, I think around 1982 or thereabouts, and he was right.
Let me tell
Watch.
you this, my friend. I will advise you to stop talking about this Emir of Kano. The way you press people and the way our political opponents want to regard the Emir, that is not the way we regard the Emir. As far as we are concerned, we the elected government of Kano State, as far as we are concerned, as far as I, the governor of Kano State, is concerned, the Emir of Kano is nothing but a public officer. I read in the paper that somebody said, I said he's a civil servant. I never said so. I didn't say he's a civil servant. He's not a civil servant. He's a public officer who is holding a public office and who is being paid from public funds and whose appointment is at the pleasure of the governor of the state, and who can be dismissed, removed, interdicted, suspended if he commits an offense. And there is nothing absolutely
Northern Nigeria is prostrate. It is the axis of uglies, banditry, insurgents, kidnapping, diseases, ignorance, and drug abuse. The region's elite are aware of this problem but look away. Petrifying, however, is that they mole and clover at anything who spites the truth in their faces. Even the Afro senator didn't take this lightly. That is Senator Shehu Sani. Senator Shehu Sani wrote, "The removal of Emir Sanusi represents incompatibility of the crown and conscience. The consequences of dissent against established norms and the heavy price of holding principle in our north, it is also revealed that the intolerance, toxicity of liquor, of power. Basically, translated, meaning that truth does not mingle well with power. As Dr. Nondazikiwe once during his lifetime said, it is madness to argue with a man with a gun. From an unexpected corner came a letter from Olusegun Obasanjo. And Obasanjo wrote this afternoon, and he said, that is the ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo. He reacted to the dethronement of Sanusi Lamido Sanusi as the Emir of Kano. He wrote, he said that he woke up this morning and after his morning exercise, morning devotion, and morning meeting with his staffs, he had the sad news and also the good news of his removal by the Executive Council of Kano State. It appears that today also in the Assembly of Kano, not many of them actually agreed on this removal, because I have this video where they were quarreling about struggling who would take over the mess at the assembly today. Watch.
Sarki ne ba zai cire ba. Ana faɗa mun kwace sandan majalisa. Godiya ga 'yan majalisar mu guda 12 na PDP. Zama ya tashi, yanzu ba za a zauna ba. An tashi, kun motso. To zama ya tashi. Ta ungogo.
Also, watch this clip and see how they walked Sanusi out of his palace. And you can see the other clip also, where they have sent him on exile, meaning Sanusi will never set his foot again in Kano State. He's now on exile in Nasarawa State. Wow, this is someone actually falling from grace to grass. Could this video here been the final reason, or rather the final nail on the coffin why he was removed? Watch.
If you're a governor in the north or a leader in the north, and if you are seen as normal in the sense that you continue to do what your predecessors have been doing the same thing which has been normalized, then there's something wrong with you. You are part of the problem. The real change in the north will come from the mavericks, those who are considered mad people, because you look around and you have to say, if this is the way we have been doing things, and this is where we have ended up, maybe we need to do things differently. If we have populated the government with middle-aged men, maybe we need to try younger people. Maybe we need to try women. If we have spent our time and our money on physical infrastructure, maybe we need to invest more in the education of our children. Maybe we need to invest more in nutrition. Maybe we need to invest more in primary health care. And the truth is, if you look at what Nasser is doing in Kaduna with 40% of his budget in education, that is the only thing that is going to save the North. And I know that when we say these things, they don't go down well. We've been saying this for 20, 30 years. If the North does not change, the North will destroy itself.
Poverty in the northern region of the country has been increasing, especially in the northwest zone. Almost half of all the poor people live in the northwest, and the northern and the north as a whole, that is the northeast, the northwest, the north, that is the north central, they account for 87% of all the poor people in this country, according to 2016 Bretton Woods Institute. And there was a report, if you remember, they titled this report, Advancing Social Protection in a Dynamic Nigeria. And they published this in February 2020. Once more, think about it. 87% of all the poor people are in the north. And when Sanusi began to speak against this, as the video you have watched, we knew it will soon be game over. In August 2019, the federal government revealed that 1,460 people were killed by bandits in 7 months, and that the North, especially the Northwest, is the worst hit by this bloody enterprise. The killing have, steadied, expanding in proportion. Execution in this region keeps happening every day. Not even Buhari, the president, could somehow, in any way, shape or form, protect his own people. Sometimes you wonder, of what use is the president if he cannot even protect his own people of Katsina? And tell me, where is Katsina? Katsina is still in the same northwest. Amajirism is increasing in the north every single day. Childbirth is increasing in the north every single day. As a matter of fact, On different occasions, Sanusi had complained about the northern elite, whom he said wanted to silence him for speaking the truth. In this case, he was referring to Ganduje, the Gandola man. And you one will wonder, how can a man who was seen on a video stealing dollars, words of dollars, stocking it in bullion, Agbada Babariga, yet he will have the infantry to sack and dethrone an emir on the pretense that the emir is corrupt? Wow. Wow. What a nation. What a nation. A nation where a professor is a vice president to a man that you can barely find his certificates anywhere. A man who cares less to address you as a citizen of a nation. If he cannot protect his own people, what do you think will happen to you? Sanusi. Somehow, Sanusi is actually a product of his own environment. He appears to tell the North to reform, but he enjoys the goodies that comes from the office within the North. I mean, you can eat your cake and have your cake. Sanusi's dethronement was not unexpected. Ganduje had always shown his hands in the plot. Really, the Emir of Kano never, hid his dislike for him. Remember in 2019, Sanusi actually openly campaigned against Gandola, especially after that video of him stealing Kano State's money came out. But what is there to like about a governor who was allegedly caught on camera stuffing words of dollar into his babariga? And okay, I call that babariga special design bullion van babariga. In the build-up of 2019 governorship election in the state, the emir was not shy in expressing his disapproval over Ganduje's candidature, and Ganduje never forgave him. There was a time even Obasanjo visited him and tried making peace. So Gandola, as I fondly call him, considers Sanusi a loudmouth, and he bitterly plotted a revenge after he was re-elected. Sanusi will still be an emir today if Ganduje lost that election. He had moved to remove the emir in 2018, but for the intervention of some high-power delegations, including the president, he soft-pedaled and he looked for, an appropriate time to strike back. And yes, strike back he did. Today, Sanusi is no more. He's no more the emir. He's no more the emir of Kano. But Sanusi was still talking. Really, for once, the most abrasive place to exist is in the circle of non-progressive. You talk differently, think differently, or act differently. They will feel threatened at every point in time because they are nothing but empty vessels. Honestly, Emir Sanusi is way, way, way years ahead from these people. The people that he's dealing with. He's not in the same league with them. Emir Sanusi, well, too bad. You are no more there. Some people call you, some people say you should go contest for Nigerian presidency. Now you no longer wear that long robe of a masquerade. It is now time that you dedicate your life in pursuing those things that you said in various videos that made them to remove you. That is the only way you can live a life of fulfillment. If not, we know actually that you really wanted to be an emir, but now you can no longer, you've been dethroned. There is nothing else anybody can do. It is time to stand firm and defend those ideals that you always talk about in television. Once more, this is Mazi Ozoke. Remain blessed.